we talk about, like, say, the heating, like your boiler, having your heating on, because again, it's that time of year where people are probably holding off putting their heating on and trying to keep it off as long as possible. We craved the other day, to be fair. It got really cold one night, so we have put the heating on since. But a little tip for you is, when you're turning it off, don't turn it all the way down to 5 degrees. Turn it to somewhere like between 12 and 15 degrees. That way, it's a nice temperature. The heating won't be on, to be fair. Your radiators won't be warm. But then when you turn the heating on, just turn it to like 19 degrees. That'll be hot enough to heat a room up. Instead of turning it over 20, because if you're turning it over any more than 19 degrees, the boiler's having to work quite hard to heat up. Where if you're at 50, if the room's already at 15 degrees and you only need to heat the room up 4 more degrees, the boiler's already not having to work as hard. So your aerated boilers always are most efficient when they're running at a low temperature, a low flame. So I know 4 degrees doesn't sound like a lot in temperature, but in room temperature, it's noticeable difference. I have my heating at 18 degrees when on, and that's enough to heat my house. Don't ever turn it all the way off, because if you turn it all the way off, say if you turn it right down to 5 degrees, it's then got to work, quick math, 40. It's got to heat right up 14 degrees to get to temperature, so it's not having to work as hard. So it's having to work a lot harder, sorry. And then when it gets to 19 degrees, the boilers modulate down, so they work at a low flame, so they're using less energy then. And there's been a lot of things you might not have seen it. There's a bit of a question: does it cost you more money to leave your heating on or to turn it off? So it'll save you money to leave your heating on, because especially if you've got an aerated boiler, because they modulate down, they use a really small flame, so it's using barely any gas. It's a bit like your car engine. You burn more fuel when you first turn your engine on. It's the same with the boiler. When you first turn your boiler on, that's when you burn most fuel, because it goes straight up to a big flame. And then when it gets to temperature, it goes down to a small flame and barely uses any gas. Yeah, and also if you haven't got thermostatic valves put on your radiators, definitely get them fit on. And don't just leave everyone. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people just turn them all the way on and just leave them at 5. Don't turn them down to like 2, 3. So how it works is, once that room gets up to temperature, it'll turn that radiator off and force the heat elsewhere to heat other rooms, and then they'll all stay at a steady temperature. That way you're not heating each room up to its full max potential, saving you even more money. So always can save you percentages on your gas bill. It's a handy little tip.